Yo, we back. It's Fuse the Vibe TV. And with the NBA playoffs here, congratulations to the Clippers, congratulations to Denver, congratulations to the Boston Celtics, congratulations to Toronto, congratulations to Orlando for all winning their first game in the first round series of the 2020 playoffs. So I decided, hey, what if I simulate the 2020 NBA playoffs with NBA 2K20, and let's see if NBA 2K20 can predict who will be the actual championship this year. Overall, let's just see who 2K predicts will be the champion with this simulation like that. So let's get it started. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, great comment. Okay. First game, it looks like Boston won their first game. It looks like Miami came away with the game one win against Indiana Pacers. In game one, we see Denver taking game one from Utah. And the first upset goes to OKC as they upset the Houston Rockets in a crazy game. A great fourth quarter from the Houston Rockets, but it was not enough as they lose game one to OKC. Okay, with a 12-point lead after the first, the Toronto Raptors did not look back as they beat Brooklyn Nets in game one. 122-96. Unfortunately, the Orlando Magic couldn't pull it off like they did in real life today, and they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks 126-108, 22 and 13 from Giannis. The Los Angeles Clippers take game one against the Dallas Mavericks 138-110 behind Paul George's 40 points, 11 rebounds, and Kawhi Leonard 30.7 rebounds, 6 assists. And the Lakers blow out the Trailblazers 148-97 in game one behind LeBron James's 35 and 6, and Anthony Davis put in 28 and 11 rebounds. Game two, we see Philly pull it off and tie the series 1-1 with a 129-114 victory over the Boston Celtics. Miami takes game two and take a 2-0 lead over the 4th seed Indiana Pacers with a 112-82 victory. Mitchell put in 39 points, or 29 points, 9 rebounds, in a 122-109 victory over the Utah Jazz as they tie the series. James Harden, 34, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, helped lead the way as the Rockets barely win game 2 against OKC 99-98. And they now have a 1-1 tie in that series. Toronto wins game 2 behind Siakam's 28 points and 14 rebounds as they beat the Brooklyn Nets 98-91, and they go up 2-0 in that series. Milwaukee goes up 2-0 against Orlando Magic as they get 3 players with 20 plus points in this game, and they beat the Orlando Magics 135-94. It looks like the Clippers are rolling as they beat the Mavericks in game 2, 122-110 to take a 2-0 lead with 3 players scoring over 20 plus points: Lou Williams, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George. The Lakers pull it off in game 2 as they beat the Trailblazers 120-105 behind 30 plus from Anthony Davis, 22 from LeBron, 20 from Cook. Let's go, Chips. We have our first overtime victory from the Boston Celtics as they get the job done in overtime, 117-115. Michael Brogdon had a great game with 24 points, 13 rebounds as he helped lead Indiana Pacers to a 122-94 victory over Miami, who leads the series 2-1 over Indiana Pacers. The Denver Nuggets take a 2-1 lead over Utah with 3 players, not 1, not 2, but 3 players getting 20 plus points as they beat the Jazz 134 to 109. Russell Westbrook went crazy, 28, 7, and 4 as he led the way, and the Rockets beat the Thunder 110 to 104, and they lead the series 2-1. And the Toronto Raptors are continuing to be great and show that they are champions, that they are, as they beat the Brooklyn Nets 114 to 95, take a 3-0 lead. 3 players, not one, not 2, but 3 players with 20 plus points, and they looking to sweep the Brooklyn Nets in the upcoming Game 4 matchup. Giannis showing his ass with 28 points as they beat the Magic's 129-89. 3 players are with 20 plus points for the Milwaukee Bucks as they take the 3-0 lead over the Orlando Magic and look to do the clean sweep next game. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George continue to dominate, both scoring over 20 points as they take care of the Mavericks in the close one, 118 to 115. The Clippers also take a 3-0 lead in their series. 47 points from LeBron James was more than enough to take care of the Portland Trail Blazers in Game 3 as the Lakers take a victory 124 to 106. But I believe Anthony Davis is injured, just to let you guys know. Just to confirm, Anthony Davis is injured for the Lakers, folks. But in breaking news, the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Boston Celtics 111 to 82, and they tie their series 2-2 behind Embiid's great performance. It was a close one, but the Indiana Pacers won 108 to 106 and tied the series 2-2 behind a great performance by T.J. Ward. Let's see if Bron can do it without Anthony Davis. Denver pull it off Game 4 and take a 3-1 lead over Utah, 103 to 92. With 39 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, James Harden leads the Rockets to beat the Thunder, 124 to 102 as they take a 3-1 lead in that series. And as expected, Van Fleet and the squad, Toronto Raptors, the defending champs, they take care of business. They win the series against the Brooklyn Nets. They're the first team to make it to the second round. 4-0 clean sweep as they await the winner from Boston and Philly. And we have our second team in the second round. The Milwaukee Bucks take care of business and they beat the Orlando Magic behind a great performance from the Greek Freak, Middleton, and I believe Bledsoe. Kawhi Leonard put up 24 in a great performance with some help from Harold as they sweep the Dallas Mavericks 4-0 and they advance to the second round. Whoa, oh my, the Lakers lose without Anthony Davis. They fall to the Portland Trail Blazers by 2, 104 to 102. The Lakers lead the series 3-1, could not complete the sweep. Jaylen Brown and Kemba Walker have great performances as the Boston Celtics take care of business 108 to 101, and they beat the Sixers and they take a 3-2 lead and they look to end the series in Game 6. A great second quarter followed by a great third quarter followed by a great fourth quarter led the Indiana Pacers to a 127-97 victory over the Miami Heat, and they take a 3-2 lead in that series. Michael Porter Jr. played Superman as the Denver Nuggets take care of business and beat the Utah Jazz and clean up the series 4-1 as they, with 27 from James Harden and 24 from Russell Westbrook, the Houston Rockets take care of business 4-1 in advance into the second round of the playoffs. With 28 points and 13 rebounds from JaVale McGee, 17 and 14 from Dwight Howard, and some great stats from LeBron James, the Lakers take care of business, and they send Portland packing 4-1. They advance into the next round against Houston. We have our Western Conference second round matchups, LA, Houston, Clippers, Denver. Will it happen in real life? We'll see. Embiid and Ben Simmons both put up 20-plus points to force a Game 7, 97-96, a 1-point victory for the 76ers as they force a Game 7 against Boston, the first Game 7 of this playoffs. The Pacers take care of business as they take a 10-point victory and they send Miami home 4-2, and they advance to face the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, Milwaukee Bucks. The only Game 7 thus far is Boston and Philly, and let's see who will win this Game 7. 91-68 victory over Boston. Great. I was choosing Boston to win that one. I'm sorry. So the second round is here. We got Milwaukee, Indiana, Toronto, Philly, Lakers, Houston, Clippers, Denver. Let's get to it. With 19 from Plumlee and 19 from Murray, the Denver Nuggets take Game 1 against the Clippers 102-100, and they take the 1-0 lead in the series. Upset alert. Here's Toronto take the Game 1 victory 119-106 and a 1-0 lead in the series. 29 points from LeBron James, but a tough go from the Lakers as they lose Game 1 to Houston 112-83, 1-0 lead for Houston. Looking kind of tough for the Lakers without Anthony Davis. Milwaukee beats the Pacers from Game 1 124-96 from a great performance from Middleton and the Greek Freak. Kawhi puts up 20, 18 from Paul George, 16 from Morris as they get the Game 2 win 108-100 over the Denver Nuggets and tie that series 1-1. Philadelphia dominated every quarter in this game as they come away with a 115-91 victory and tie the series 1-1 against the Toronto Raptors. 30-13 from LeBron James, 20-5 from Kuzma as the Lakers bounce back with a 113-85 victory over the Rockets and tie the series 1-1. Middleton and Giannis is clicking on high levels as they get the job done 106-93, and they beat the Pacers Game 2 and take a 2-0 lead. The only team with a 2-0 lead in the second round. And the Clippers make good work of Denver in Game 3 as they beat them 141-108 behind 37 from Kawhi, 28 from Lou Williams, 24 from Paul George. 28 points from Kyle Lowry was too much for Philly as they lose 101-88 to the Toronto Raptors, and Toronto pulls a 2-1 lead in that series. With 36 and 8 from LeBron and 16 and 14 from Dwight Howard, 31 and 11 and 22 and 8 was just too much as the Houston Rockets pull off the Game 3 upset 113-112 and take the 2-1 lead over the highly favored LA Lakers. The Milwaukee Bucks take a 3-0 lead as they beat the Indiana Pacers 119-100, and they look for the clean sweep. Another sweep, might I add, in Game 4. 33 from Murray, 27 from the Joker was just too much as they beat the Clippers 112-105 and tie their series 2-2. A strong first quarter helped Marc Gasol and Ibaka beat the Philadelphia 76ers 121-107 as they take a 3-1 lead in that series and look to close it out in Game 5. 35 points from James Harden, 32 points from Russell Westbrook was just too much for the Lakers as they lose 124-118 to the Houston Rockets as the Rockets take a 3-1 lead in that series. Let's see. 13 seconds left. Good possession from Lopez. 17-point lead. It's clear to say the Milwaukee Bucks will be the first team into the conference finals. Milwaukee steamrolled their way. I appreciate that. Yeah. Right now they look like the clear favorite to win it all. Let's see what happened in the conference finals. The Clippers bounced back, 31 points from Kawhi Leonard, 21 points from Lou Williams as they beat the Nuggets 105-100. That's a close series, and they take the 3-2 lead with a chance to end the series in Game 6. Toronto Raptors get the job done. They get the job done. Game 5, take the series in 5, 4-1. Toronto will be heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. And with 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter, it looks like the Lakers will be sent home 4-1. Houston came in, they conquered. No Anthony Davis. It was kind of tough on the Lakers, so unfortunately, the LeBron fans won't be seeing the Lakers win in this 2K simulation. 4-1, and the Rockets will be the first team to advance to the Western Conference Final as they await the winner out of the Clippers in Denver. With Murray's 22 points, the Clippers could not get a Game 6 victory, and the Denver Nuggets force a Game 7 with a 95-79 victory in Game 6 and tie the series 3-3. And you will see the Los Angeles Clippers make it to the Western Conference Finals to face the Houston Rockets. 7 games to do it, but they did it. They blew out Denver Nuggets 123-86. Game 7 victory. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the conference finals. We have a 1-seed versus 2-seed matchup in the East as the Milwaukee Bucks will take on the the defending champions, Toronto Raptors. And we have a 2 and 4 seed matchup in the West as the Los Angeles Clippers will play against the Houston Rockets. And in Game 1, the Milwaukee Bucks take a 135-88 victory. Greek Freak 36-15, 28-9 from Middleton, 21-6 from George Hill, 16 from Eric Bledsoe, 10-3 from Brook Lopez. Great game from Siakam, 33-5, but he's gonna need a little more help. With 15-8 from Marcus Gasol. We'll see if they can do better in Game 2. And we have a blowout victory from the Los Angeles Clippers as they get rid of the Houston Rockets 107-134. They dominate. Lou Williams, 33 points, 4 assists. Kawhi Leonard, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 13 rebounds, and 19 points from Paul George. 18 points and 3 assists from Reggie Jackson, 17 points and 9 rebounds and 5 assists from Patrick Beverly. Oh my goodness. 23 from James Harden, 19 from Russell Westbrook was not enough as the Los Angeles Clippers dominate in Game 1. Okay, Game 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals goes a little different. The Milwaukee Bucks did not win each quarter. They only won 3 out of the 4, but they get the job done. 117-90 as they take a 2-0 lead behind 21 points from not only Middleton, but Greek Freak. 18-5 from Bledsoe. And they continue to roll and continue to win without losing in the playoffs. They have won 10 games, haven't lost 1. And the LA Clippers dominate, win each quarter, and they win 127-105. Morris, 27 points, 22 from Lou, 20 from Kawhi Leonard, 16 from Paul George, and they take a 2-0 lead against the Houston Rockets. The Milwaukee Bucks lose Game 3 by 1 point against the Toronto Raptors. Marc Gasol puts in 19-11, Siakam 17-11, Ibaka 16-8, and they scrape by and get the victory. You have a great game. I had a great game from Greek Freak, 28-7, Middleton 22-4, but they could not pull it off as the Toronto Raptors put 1 game up on the board, but the Milwaukee Bucks still lead the series 2-1. At this point, it's safe to say that the Clippers are rolling. 32 points and 9 rebounds from Kawhi Leonard was more than enough as they take a 122-106 Game 3 victory over the Houston Rockets, and they lead that series 3-0 with a chance to sweep and go to the finals in the next game. Milwaukee bounces back from that defeat in Game 3 behind 28 points from Middleton, 26 and 21 from Greek Freak, and they take a Game 4 victory, 108-89, and they lead their series 3-1. Now, okay, this is Game 4, and if the Clippers can hold out this 25 seconds, they will sweep the Houston Rockets, and they will be the first team to advance to the 2020 NBA Finals. They have a 5-point lead with Lou Williams at the line, folks. It's crazy. Let's see what happens. Lou hits the first free throw. They're up 6 point. Paul George is coming back in the game for Reggie Jackson. Lou will take the point. Paul George at the 2. Kawhi at the 3. Morris at the 4. Harold at the center position as the Rockets take a timeout. They're down 7. They can't get it together. It's the end of the season for them. Kawhi Leonard look like he's going to be the player of the game. 15 points, 4 for 12. Whoa. Let's see what happens. Tucker inbounds the ball to Harden. Harden straight to the basket and lays it right in. And now the Houston Rockets are down 5 points. They do a full court press and they foul. Hoping for a couple misses from the line, obviously. No more timeouts either side. Paul George, good free throw shooter. He walks up, knocks down the first one. Knocks down the second one, puts it back to a 7-point lead. We got Harden pushing the ball up. Met by Paul George. A 3-pointer from Westbrook. Green bean. And he brings the deficit to 4 points. Quick foul. Paul George back on the line. Let's see if he can make 2 more free throws to put him up by 6. And he missed the first free throw. They put Noah in the game. With a 1-1 split. The Clippers up 5. Let's see. Eric Gordon. Oh, missed the 3. Rebound by Noah. Foul by Harden. Paul George back on the line. And the Clippers, man, they get a clean sweep. They won 7 games with Denver. They won 7 games with Denver, then they come in and make a clear sweep against the Houston Rockets. And look, Kawhi Leonard raising that Western Conference trophy. Him and his squad will look to win the championship. With 27 seconds left on the clock, it looks like the Milwaukee Bucks will make it to the finals and will face the Los Angeles Clippers. A lot of people believe this will be the real NBA Finals matchup, the Clippers versus the Bucks. When we see Giannis and his team raising the Eastern Conference Championship as they make it to the NBA Finals. You got the Bucks, you got the Clippers. A lot of people think this can be an actual matchup this year, so let's get right into it. Game 1 goes to the Milwaukee Bucks, a close one, 4-point victory, 116-112. Giannis 31-14, Middleton 19-6, 25 from Paul George and 17 from Morris was not enough. 13-10 from Kawhi was just not enough as Milwaukee takes a 1-0 lead in the finals. Let's jump in. The Milwaukee Bucks scraped by again with a 5-point victory, 115-110. Eric Bledsoe, 27 points, 18 from Middleton. 14 and 15 for Giannis, and it was enough to beat the Clippers. Paul George showed up with 30 and 6, but the Clippers are down 0-2 to the Milwaukee Bucks. Now let's get to Game 3. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Maybe the Clippers needed some home court advantages. They get the job done in Game 3, 112-98. These are close games, tough games. Lou Williams, 28 points. Kawhi, 20 and 14 as they win Game 3. Eric Bledsoe, 22 points. And another, we have an injury alert. Giannis, we have a fucking injury alert. And we have an injury alert to the Bucks. Giannis is out, sprained right knee. This might fuck shit up. Let's see what happens. With that injury, the Clippers come away with Game 4, 122-89. Eric Bledsoe, 18 and 8, but it was no match for 21 from Harold, 22 from Harold, and 21 from Williams. It looks like the Bucks might have lost their chances with Giannis getting injured like that. It don't look like they're going to be able to pull one off without Giannis. As Game 5 go to the Clippers, 115-89. Behind 30 from Kawhi and 23 from Paul George. And the Clippers have a chance to take the series in the championship at home in LA. Game 4 right now. Let's see. And there you have it, folks. With 20 seconds left on the clock in Game 6. With the Clippers up 3-2. Whoa. Yeah, 3-2. It looks like the Clippers are going to win the championship. Behind the injury of Giannis, I can't lie. Greek Freak going down changed the whole series. He went down in Game 3, and everything went south for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers lost Anthony Davis, and everything went south for them. And the Clippers win the 2020 NBA championships. I can't lie. I want the Clippers to win, but by this simulation, they won with the luck of an injury from Greek Freak, and they didn't have to go against the Lakers because Anthony Davis got injured and they didn't make it. They did do good work against Houston, and they did beat Denver. And is the MVP Marcus Morris? Oh, they gave it to Kawhi. Okay. Look at him. Well, this was a good video, you guys. I look at them popping champagne. Will the Clippers win this year's 2020 NBA Finals? We'll see. As you see, the Los Angeles Clippers came away with the NBA Final victory as they beat the Bucks 4-2. Now, I want the Clippers to win, but I do not want a lot of injuries like that. So hopefully no injuries happen. And we'll see who wins this NBA Finals. Let's see if this prediction was right. The MVP, Finals MVP, go to Kawhi. He averaged 19 and 10, 2 steals with 38 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment below. Appreciate y'all. Y'all vibing with your future favorite gamers. Fuze, the Vibe TV. Holla at you.